I was working on my next review. I was going to continue doing that, as well as my fall simulcast impressions. But then, spawning from a live stream, a new tag has been thrown in my face, and it's now become too difficult for me to ignore. So now we have hashtag #EducateAnime, a movement originally started by Rob from Hell Plus, and a few others like Michael from Goat Jesus, Lewis from Anime Everyday, Fordanas, and so on. And in the words of Lewis, it's to encourage people to discuss their opinions and discourage people from being irrationally negative. We want people with opposite opinions to come together and discuss their opinions. Why I quoted him? We'll get to that later. I guess it's a good start to say where I stand on this #EducateAnime movement. I'm not for it. Like pretty much everyone else that isn't, I do agree that a variety of opinions is important and for them to be justified and fair. I put opinion matters at the top of all my end screens. But the way that people promote and put forward their movement is oh so wrong. The idea of promoting opinion and discussion sounds great, but #EducateAnime seems to be moving in a more forceful and almost black and white perspective. Ironic since they state they want everything to be gray. What I mean by this is that if you have an opinion against #EducateAnime, you will be greeted with a sense of either hostility or passive-aggressive behavior. On looking at a few of the already existing anti-EducateAnime videos on YouTube, I found some members giving them critiques, as they explain they'd also do that and why the hashtag is used. Again, some were passive-aggressive, stating that they appreciated the person's opinions or ideas and thanked them for promoting it even if they were really angry against #EducateAnime. But again, I saw that more than one time they were forceful, telling people to watch their explanation video on #EducateAnime again because maybe they didn't understand. Not too long ago, Douchebag Chocolate made a joke saying if you dislike an anime that he does, that maybe you just watched it wrong. That was a joke, but here it's serious. May not seem harmful now, but it definitely feels foreboding towards what this movement could lead to. Something like the feminist or Gamergate argument that they believe they aren't. I'm not going to get into feminism or equality because I honestly don't think that is what the movement is about at all. But I will further explain why I don't think this idea will work, at least in its current state. Firstly, people are stubborn, including the ones behind #EducateAnime. I know myself that Goat Jesus does not take criticism well at all, which makes him feel kind of hypocritical in this situation. Just looking at his responses to anti-EducateAnime, different opinions on his from other shows, and even Skype messages, it's become very clear he isn't very good at dealing with it. But I won't go into depth in personal areas like that, and he'll probably slander me for that apparent offense of his character. But people in general that watch anime are, yes, stubborn. If they like or dislike a show, it's going to be pretty hard to convince them that they're wrong. And why should we? Like the dude says, it's like your opinion, man. It's not in the place of others to say if their opinion needs critiquing or needs to be more critical. Yes, there are some people in the community that are spreading true poison like Misty Chronexia, but at this point I hardly think he cares and he's a completely lost cause anyway. But look at Tristan from GR Akata. When I was first getting into anime reviews, he was probably my favorite channel. Now since I've become more critical and have a higher level of understanding, my taste has changed away from his due to his videos lacking much analysis. Do I dislike him? Do I think his content should change? Do I think it'll be better if he's critical? Hell no! It's not my stuff, and I have no right to go and preach to him that it needs to be changed. He's doing no harm, a lot of people really enjoy his easy content and hard work, and his reviews were great for people that just want to know if this would be a show they'd like. He may not have a strong opinion, but you know what? That's okay. Now, I'm not going to say critiquing other people's work is a bad thing. Hell, I know a bunch of you #EducateAnime guys are probably gonna defend the hell out of yourself in the comments. Plus, I'm always asking for feedback on my work and how I present my reviews especially. Even making a pop mic because I had a lot of people telling me that the audio jumps were a little unprofessional. But why the hell do we need #EducateAnime in order to critique other work? It'd be nice to have an environment where people could watch and enjoy and discuss their opinions in an orderly fashion. Guess what? For the most part, that's just about what we have. Trolls are going to continue being trolls. Angry kids are going to continue being angry kids. As long as there's people on the internet, there's always going to be unnecessarily angry commenters. This is not a problem in the anime community. Comparing to the glorification of over-sexualization of women in anime and the community, the poor image that the anime industry holds, the lack of budget in the industry, and so on, on, this complaint about discussion seems so minor. So because people are just not going to plain care and are going to like a show if you say you like it or not, this hashtag educate anime movement will move almost nowhere. So they potentially want to encourage discussion and change the way you view the anime. Well, here's my own way to do just that. Broaden your horizons. Watch a variety of stuff. Watch reviews. Compare with people on forums and form your very own educated opinion. Instead of going to these people who will undoubtedly judge you in a confusing, passive-aggressive, so-called gray manner, discuss it with the community. It's not like they're the only ones. We have Hummingbird, Mal, AniList, Crunchyroll, all for reasons. And yeah, with understanding different values and perspectives on shows, I think there could be a sense of education. But hell, if you go on the internet and say you like School Days with your own opinion and only get anti-School Days views and reactions, don't all of a sudden dislike the show. Anime is a medium of entertainment. Doesn't mean it's stupid. Art is a medium of entertainment, and anime is art. But it doesn't mean it should be taken as seriously as politics in such a strict manner. If you like a show, like a show. If you dislike a show, dislike a show. If you have your own opinion and justification to back it up, you don't need anyone else to change it for you. I hate Sword Art Online and enjoy fan service shows sometimes. I also like artsy stuff and enjoy analyzing. Should one view be favored over the other? Hell no! And there's not much anyone can say to change that for me. But that subreddit might just be a good idea if it doesn't turn into Gamergate. So yes, I'm against hashtag educate anime, and I can't wait to be told I understood it wrong after quoting the exact same purpose from one of the members itself. Feel free to leave your opinion on all this educate anime stuff in the comments section also. Before I go, I'd like to let all my Australian and New Zealand watchers that the wonderful company Hanabee now has a screening site that's rapidly expanding. They've got simulcasts like the Fate Stay Night remake and Chihika's second season, as well as older stuff like The Familiar of Zero, Toradora, No Game No Life, and more. If you want to see a new show on their streaming site that they own, contact them and let them know, and you might just see it appear. Hanabee also releases anime on DVD and Blu-ray in very high quality and often in beautiful exclusive boxes. I'd recommend the Bakemonogatari or Nisamonogatari boxes as they come with gorgeously HD booklets. This month they just released Watamote, Valveri's first season, Nisamonogatari, and Kabuki Monogatari. Yes, I am partnered with Hanabee, and no, it's not necessary for me to do this. Just thought I would because the company deserves it. But until next time, L. Sai Kangaroo.